radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Libra for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Libra placement in your charts, you can apply this to. Before I get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check out my free radio show. We pull cards for every zodiac sign. We listen to music. It's another way to connect with me. Super fun over there. And other than that, Libra, we're gonna see what's going on with you guys. What is up with Libra? What are the messages for Libra? Messages for Libra. Ooh, that's good. I heard the tides are changing, so a wave of just good energy with you, Libra. And there we go, ending with temptation. Okay, let's get right into it. So first we have inspiration. This one says, be prepared as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. So yeah, Libra, tapping into this energy, you are going to feel inspired. You're going to feel inspired. The life force energy around you is very powerful. Your energy is gaining momentum. You're gaining momentum. We have divination here. So it's like as you're becoming more and more inspired, you're also learning new things. You're also leveling up spiritually, mind, body, and soul. Divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. So not only can you see through illusions, not only can you see what's ahead of you, you're also feeling inspired, you're also feeling good. We have celebration here. So this really feels like cycle completion. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have been seeing like a lot of 10-10 and then 1-1-1, because tapping in here, definitely feeling like you've completed a cycle and it's just like that celebration time, that winning streak kind of feeling, winning season more than a streak, more like winning season. Get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. So some good news coming to you, Libra. Also maybe an invitation, someone inviting you out, someone inviting you to get closer to them, closer to their life, showing you something, an invitation to somewhere you thought you'd never be, a way in. There's all sorts of different channeled messages coming through with that, but all of them feel pretty positive. And then we have temptation, which of course there's gotta be some sort of temptation, right? Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Perhaps one that makes you feel guilty. This fairy says that you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. So Libra, even if you get into this powerful energy and you're tempted to kind of stunt on people, or you're tempted to take more than you need to, or continue to do things in a way that you don't have to do anymore because now you've kind of leveled up, try to overcome that temptation. Try to, like, for an example, for me, I used to like smoke all the time. I used to smoke hookah all the time. I still smoke hookah, but I used to like just smoke all the time. And you know, like when I quit, I started like when good things would happen, I would be like, oh my God, like I want to smoke a bowl. Like I would want to smoke because it's like, oh, I'm so excited. And it's like you need something to kind of like, I don't know. For me, it was just like I needed something to kind of mellow me out because the excitement was coming through almost as anxiety. So tapping into this energy, Libra, try not to fall back into like unhealthy habits, even though you're having this winning season, because there's definitely an energy of like party hardy that you guys are having, and it can make you, you know, kind of like a sloppy mess. I'm kind of getting this image of someone like, you know, being rude to someone, or like trampling over someone, stepping on their shoes, like just being kind of sloppy because of the excitement. You know, sloppy with the things that have to be done day to day, or sloppy with maintaining the relationships that are like closest to you. Just being a little sloppy. I'm picking up on that for some of you. So try not to get too excited and kind of ruin anything for yourself. But honestly, that just feels like more of a warning, you know? We have temptation here. I'm almost getting like even a neutral energy from that, where it's like some of you guys will fall prey to temptation, some of you guys won't. Just know that the temptation would be there. Like I said, it's kind of like a warning. But more so I get a neutral energy. I don't feel like it's like a super heavy threat. It just feels like there's a lot going on, and it could be very easy for you to get back into some old habits or something like that. So let's see what else we got. Oh, that's interesting. So we have the Chariot and the Justice card in reverse. So this definitely didn't happen in divine order. I don't know how to really word that. Ignore my broken nail, okay? I didn't feel like fixing it. I didn't get my nails redone anyway, but we have the Chariot and the Justice card in reverse. So that's an energy of definitely someone having to lose for you to get here. It's like lost the war, lost the battle, win the war. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Like, you're not getting here unscathed. You've definitely been through a lot. And I feel like for some of you, that may be the thing that the universe is telling you to be mindful of. You may be tempted to be bitter at the people around you. Like, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Like, you weren't with me when I was struggling, where I couldn't do this and this and this. And it's like, now you're kind of in this more winning phase and you're kind of up. And it's just kind of hard to manage, it's hard to lead with love and kindness. The World in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Or sorry, the Eight of Wands, the World in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. So World in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. It's just bittersweet. Eight of Wands, you're definitely moving forward with a lot of power. But it's just like there's this bitterness. Like, I wish things didn't happen that way. I wish I didn't lose that person along the way. I wish that didn't happen. But you are moving forward. So I see a bittersweet new beginning for you, Libra. Like I said, cycle completion. And as you reflect on the cycle, there are some parts that you're going to feel a little upset about still. That will wear off as time goes on. Knight of Swords in reverse, Three of Swords in reverse. Don't try to... The natural healing is already happening. Three of Swords is in reverse. That lets me know that you've already started to heal, Libra. So Knight of Swords in reverse. Don't try to go back and fix things. Don't try to go back and talk to people now that you're feeling better, feeling like they owed you an apology, or even to have them say, oh wow, I'm proud of you, or see that look on their face, regardless of how good it's gonna feel. To see the look on someone's face when they know they missed out on something amazing by you guys talking and seeing how far you've come and where you are now, it's just not worth it. You know, you could get trapped back in another cycle, or show the universe that you're not truly, you know, moving on. So then you're all of a sudden back into some other phase, and it's just not worth it ultimately, Libra. It's not going to benefit you to go back. So just move forward. And man, it was a hard lesson for you guys though. Like, this Eight of Wands is really sticking out to me as a very harsh energy, and it is fire sign energy, but it just feels like, oh, I just get this energy of kind of being pissed off because people thought you were, you know, dumb. People thought you were dumb, or people thought you weren't going to make it. Even you thought you weren't going to make it, and you're bitter at them for making you think that you thought you weren't going to do it. And now you're seeing, like, you know, all your power. This may even be you kind of turning on yourself, like, I can't believe I doubted myself. How stupid can I, like, I truly, you know, it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, and it's just like, world, stop, carry on. World, stop, carry on. Quiet the voices in your mind. It's going to be very important here. We got the Seven of Wands and the Three of Wands. So yeah, definitely. You know what the crazy thing about this is? You see all these like fiery pigs coming up. They're earthbound. These people are on land. This dude is on a dragon. So why are you fighting when you could literally just fly away and go live your abundance? For fighting with earthbound people, or people who are stuck with where they are, for what? It's a choice. You have a choice. Three of Wands, where are you gonna go? You have the light of the world in your hands. You could do anything. You could go anywhere you want. Instead of choosing to fight with people who just truly don't matter at this point, let it go. And it is easier said than done, being that I feel like these are people who shaped who you are today in some way, whether you've known them since you were a kid, or whether, you know, they were a part of, like, you know, this big lesson. This is cycle completion. And like I said, it feels very heavy. But Fool in reverse, they're not to be, you know, gone back to. They're not to be acknowledged from here on. You have to let them go. You're holding yourself back from truly experiencing and walking into your new beginning, and this can snowball and you can end up back in the same cycle, or you could end up stuck yourself. It's like trying to go, you know, if you it's like trying to get something out of the mud that's not even worth it, and then next thing you know, you start sinking into it and you're back in it, and now you have to fight back. And it's like you finally had the opportunity to really go somewhere. Don't, you know, finesse yourself out of that, Libra. Allow yourself to celebrate and move the hell on. We're using my messages from your love deck, Jazzy's Angel number 2. This is my deck. I freaking love this deck. You'll be seeing this deck in pick-a-cards. I was going to wait to do this in pick-a-cards because this is much better, honestly, in pick-a-card form, this deck to be used. But I couldn't help it because it finally got here and I absolutely love it. It's so freaking beautiful. It's not for sale at the moment. I've given a few decks to a couple of readers that I know, but for now, I'm just getting used to the deck, and ugh, the cards just feel so buttery and beautiful anyways. Okay. Let's see. So this is what's going on in love. We have I need you and I'm ready when you are. And then we have I love our little moments together. So I'm getting two different energies with this, Libra. I love our little moments together. Some of you guys are looking at someone like, are you gonna come on? I'm ready when you are. Like, are you gonna come on? Are you gonna, you know, go through the rest of this journey with me? Like, are you ready? Are you ready to go? Kind of looking at them like, okay, are you gonna get yourself together so we can move forward in the next part of this journey? And some of you guys are, you know, feeling like you don't have anyone you're talking to right now, and you're feeling like you're ready to go once you have that person. You feel like your next phase should be, or you just want it to be, explored with another person. And honestly, I feel like you are going to have another person to explore this next phase in, but they're definitely not found anywhere near the past. And unfortunately, like, there's definitely been a cutoff, I'm feeling, of energy. And if they're not ready now, that's not going to be someone that's going to be able to go into your future with you. I honestly truly feel that. We have I didn't expect to like you this much. So some of you guys are like really torn by the energy that you're feeling from another person, for another person, I mean. Really wanting something to develop before you completely turn your back on this phase in your life, because it just feels like right person, wrong time. And that's what's keeping you kind of stuck here. You're like, let's just focus on us. Like, I can nurse you back to health, or I can get you where I am so we can go. Let me pull some of these cards quick to see if that's something that can happen, just to give you some sort of closure or hope to see what's going to go on. Yeah, life is definitely beginning with you guys, and the universe is mainly focused on you, Libra. I gotta be honest. We have financial and material changes. A lot of changes happening. Like I said, cycle completion. We have new beginnings for you, and prosperity begins. So you're definitely walking into a phase of prosperity. Anyone that is allowed to walk into this phase with you does need to be equally yoked, because if they're not on your level, it's not gonna make sense. You're gonna end up back in that same phase that you just kind of fought so hard to get out of. So I guess ask yourself the question, is this person actually someone who's capable now? Not do they show potential, but are they capable now to just come on for the ride and go? We have positive movement forward and authority. The universe is kind of being like, it's up to you, Libra. It's completely up to you whether you want to bring this person with you. You have to use your discernment and everything that you've learned up until this point to tell you if this person is able to move forward with you or not. It's up to you. That's literally the message that I get. The universe is saying, look at this person, look at the situation, and truly acknowledge whether or not you can, you know, it's like, make the decision. And I was hoping to get like something more like the universe letting you know, like, you know, what's good. Are they able to or not? But I'm getting an answer. I'm getting a little pushback where the universe is saying, that's up to you. You have to use your own discernment and decide that, and, you know, kind of choose your fate. We have money manager, persistence, and denial as far as what's coming out for money this week. Perhaps you are insisting that reality be something other than what it is. What are you refusing to see? It's much better to live in the truth than a lie. If you've been putting a false front to make money, it's time to remove that mask. So now we're talking about money specifically. There may be something in denial. Maybe the denial is that you can't carry this person because they're not financially abundant like you are, or they're not, you know, they don't have the tools. A lot of people do want more of a simple life. They don't want to be entrepreneurs. They would rather work and have like that structure of like the 9 to 5. I always say 9 to 5s are dope. I love 9 to 5s because you know how much money you're gonna get. You don't have to freaking worry. You don't have to deal with a bunch of extra bullshit that no one tells you about. I didn't even mean to say that. I meant to say BS, but whoops. But yeah, you guys, like tapping in, there may be a financial burden that you're not paying attention to. Like, what are you spending too much money on? Are you making money in a shady way? You know, the way you make money has to be a reflection of the way that you're moving forward in. I remember I was dating this guy that definitely wasn't equally financially yoked, and they were asking me to do all this crazy stuff for them to get some coins, and I'm like, babes, if you're dealing with me, we're not doing that anymore. I don't live that way. And it was just like such an indication that that person wasn't for me. And I'm getting some of that similar energy for you, Libra. We have persistence. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Success is just around the corner. Follow through with what you've set out to do consistently until you reach your goal. Hard work is required to keep building your finances. And then we have Money Manager. This card could indicate that your career or finances could take a giant leap forward. Definitely felt that. Consider careers in money management, banking with an N, accounting, or anything in finance. You could expect a happy outcome when it comes to your finances. So finances are looking pretty good, Libra. That's exciting. Let's pull from here. I want to see what energies are working with you, what energies are working against you this week. We have the Queen of Light with illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. Cool. We got the celebration card from the first deck too, so that lets me know we are on the right path. This is number 15, break down to a 6. The Queen of Light is a beautiful ally when it comes into your life to herald success in all of your ventures. She illuminates the most important steps on your path and reminds you of your own brilliance. You're intelligent and inspired, and all of your needs will be met. Remember that you are the instrument of the divine shining through you to the world. You're on the correct path for your highest good. Beautiful. So yeah, you guys, tapping into this energy, Libra, you're just on a path of ascension and divination. You're inspired. You feel good. You have to now practice what you preach. All of the things that you've learned at this point, like, you know, through learning how not to allow people to overstay their welcome, you know, through learning how to separate yourself from energies that kind of just want to be more parasitic over you and take. You've learned through all of that. So now it's time to, like I said, practice what you preach and really stand in that. And when that is challenged, to fight up against it like the warrior you are. And that's what I have for you guys. Check me out on Etsy in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Check out my radio show also in the description. And I love you, Libra. Be careful what you wish for. And I will see you in the next one.
Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.